Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, here for our last video of the week. We're talking underdog picks for college football and the NFL. I've got 4 picks today that I like. And again, this is a contest that me and the Scoreboard Don't Lie are doing, a head-to-head contest. He reached out to me and we are just trying to have a little bit of fun. So how this works is we can pick up to 5 underdogs each week. Whoever is up the most units at the end of the contest wins. Here's what happened last week. I went with 3 picks: Minnesota, Eastern Michigan, and Stanford. He went with 1 and Hawaii. I was 1 and 2, lost 0.78 units. He did not win the Hawaii bet, although it was disgustingly close. All right, we lost the Minnesota pick on a last-second field goal. That one stung a little bit. And Stanford was in control until the fourth quarter. Would have been a huge smack at 277. It is okay. The good news is, and I said this, we are 4-0 against the spread. So if you just took the spread of all 4 of these picks, you would have won every single bet. So again, my warnings to you guys is this is for entertainment. I am trying to find value, but these lines are going to be hard to beat long term. So my advice is combine some of these picks with different promos that are out there. If the money line's too risky, take the spread. It's what you should have done week 1. You would have been 4-0. And as always, I try to find value in terms of EV and math, but I also pay attention to the situation and try to handicap the games. I think these two can coexist, even though the people on the internet may say otherwise. I hate myself. I bloody hate myself. Here's what I don't even want to do this, okay? I don't like Michigan. I can't stand Michigan. I think Jim Harbaugh is a crusty, slimy grease bag, okay? He's gone now. But I still don't like Michigan. However, I think the market is wrong here. I think 235 is too much for the Wolverines. And here's why. Texas had a cupcake game 1. They blew out Colorado State. It wasn't even close, all right? My question is, can they run the ball against Michigan? I don't think they can, all right? I think they've had some injuries at running back, some guys left for the draft. I think if they become one-dimensional, Texas is going to be in a world of hurt at the Big House in Ann Arbor. However, if they score 28 points, I do think Texas wins. So this is what you're going to have to kind of reflect on yourself. Do you think this Texas offense can put up 28 points on the road against Michigan? If you do, don't take Michigan, okay? Michigan played a very vanilla week 1. They had Fresno State. They were 21-point favorites. They won by 20 because of a last-second pick 6. I think they have to run well against this team. And Davis Warren, their quarterback, has to convert on third downs. If all of this comes true, I think this is the recipe for success for Michigan. So I'm not saying it's necessarily likely, but I think there's value in the plus 235. So am I going to play it? No, I am not going to touch Michigan money line, but I think there is value in the number they've hung. Do I like plus 7.5? Absolutely. Will I probably get to plus 7.5 and play that with a unit? Yes. But am I going to bet the money line? No. Okay. I think they have to run well. I think they have to extend drives, and I think they have to make Texas one-dimensional and make Quinn Ewers beat them. Okay. That's the outlook. Please don't play this, but if you want to get a little risky and if you think all of those things can come true, then I think Michigan wins. Okay. But if you think it's going to be a high-scoring affair, then Michigan doesn't have a chance. I'm sorry. This one, let's tone it back a little bit. Let's go to some MACtion. I think Ohio's still in the MAC. They are. South Alabama against Ohio University. Ohio is hosting this one, and they're a slight underdog, plus 110 right now, 2.5 on the spread. These were their weeks last week. I mean, an unbelievable 2 games in terms of points scored. Over 90 points scored in this one, 60 scored in this one. Alabama was at home and lost by 14 to North Texas. Ohio was on the road against a formidable opponent, Syracuse, who had the quarterback from Ohio State, Kyle McCord. He's not great, but he's at least serviceable, and they lost by 16. So here's what I want you to see. South Alabama allowed 550 yards to North Texas, which you would expect with a total like that. They controlled the time of possession. They had 0 turnovers. They outran Northern Texas. They had more yards on the ground. They were 2 and 3 on fourth down, and they lost by 14. In other words, South Alabama played a pretty clean game and still got smoked. All right? That's not a good recipe. Ohio, on the other hand, was 2 and 11 on third down. They faced a tougher opponent, and they lost by about the same, 2 possessions. Although their 2 possessions would require 2-point conversions, but you get the idea. So I think if Ohio can extend possessions and control the tempo, they like to run the ball. And a lot of people may look at this game from a handicapping standpoint and say, Ohio doesn't have talent at the QB. That's where North Texas was able to beat South Alabama, was through the air. And you may not think Ohio has the ability. I think South Alabama's defense is so bad, they will be fine. But I think if this game is a shootout, if both teams are touching over 35, I would probably lean South Alabama, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Ohio is going to come in. They're going, it's simply just a weight class issue. Syracuse is a higher weight class than North Texas. And if this team struggled against North Texas at home, I don't think going on the road against a team that is better and faced a better opponent is good for them. So I like Ohio by 9 points. All right. Last two plays, I told you I had 4, are NFL plays. And I'm going to be short and sweet here. If you want my full analysis and breakdown, I actually made a video, and I will do this every week, where I talk totals and I talk spreads of every NFL game, and I talk why. All right. You can see here that I like the Raiders +3 and I like Dallas +2.5 in these games. But quite frankly, I like the money line. So I'm going to just throw this at you for the official play. It is going to be Raiders +142 and Dallas +120. Again, at the end of this video, I will link this video, the spreads video. So if you haven't checked that out, you can go check that out. You can see the analysis for these games and every other game. So my official plays this week are Michigan +235. Again, I don't think they win the game. Okay. More times than not, but I think they win more times than this number implies. I will not be betting them on the money line, but I will be betting them on the spread. Okay, full transparency. Ohio, I think, is a good price at 110, and I probably will get to that number for a unit. Finally, 2 NFL picks that I would play with my own money: Cowboys and Raiders, 120 and 142. Quick announcement for you. Last week I said, I got a bonus play, but it's over on SoBet. You got to pay $10. I'm done. Okay, I reached out to SoBet and I said, guys, this is not sitting right with me. I started this channel wanting to be someone who helps others, who hopefully can build a community of people who will come back, support, and watch my videos, and YouTube can pay me with ad revenue. I don't want to take more money out of your pocket. You already are trusting me with your money, potentially to gamble with or to invest with. So I reached out to SoBet and I said, guys, this isn't sitting right with me. So you can no longer get my picks on SoBet because I'm giving them out here for free. So if you guys don't mind liking, sharing, commenting on this video to help my channel grow. In 5 years, I want to be somebody that people come to and say, this guy isn't a degenerate. He does his research. He understands the math behind it, and he tries to help the community. That's what I want my reputation to be. So here's a bonus play, all right? And I'm sad because this line opened up. Old Dominion was +125, before like after last week, like beginning of this week. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth, okay? Actually, it's a popcorn kernel from last night. I brushed and I flossed and I mouthwashed, and I still got a popcorn kernel. Unbelievable, all right? Old Dominion was +125, and I loved it, okay? My model adored it. I mean, it was like on a confidence scale, it was one of the highest confidence picks of the week. And then the line has shifted, as it should have, okay? And now it's down to -105. I still like Old Dominion -105, but for the sake of this video, they're not technically an underdog, so I can't throw them in as an underdog, but I still like Old Dominion at home against Eastern Carolina for a bonus play, all right? If you do want to help feed my family, here are some things you can do. As you can see, I have ripped out, I have buried SoBet, so you can no longer do that. If you want to buy some merch, the link's down below. GMG shirt. I try to make it as affordable as possible. I'm wearing it right now. Look at that, okay? You can sign up for OddsView, which is what I use in these videos to compare odds. They have an EV plan. They have an ARB plan. And they're pretty affordable. So if you want to get a 35% discount, you can use code GMG. They also have a free trial if you want to test it out this weekend for NCAA, NFL, baseball. Free things you can do: watch my content, sign up for new books down below. There's a BetStamp link. If you don't have DraftKings, if you don't have FanDuel, if you don't have Caesars, go there, okay? Sign up. You get the new user bonus, and I get a little kickback as well. But sharing, liking, and commenting are the most helpful as I continue to try to grow this channel. I'm having fun, guys. We had a video every single day this week, and if you can't keep up, that's a good thing. That's how I'm going to look at it. So we'll take a little bit of a break. We'll be back on Monday or maybe Sunday night to do our college football, updated playoff predictions. But I like to relax on the weekend and actually watch these games and take all this in so I can bring you guys informational content the following week. So I appreciate you all very, very much, and we will see you on Monday.